It's the middle of September and many fall sports are in full action. The Eagles faced off against Timber Creek and started off hot. Could the Eagles start a winning streak? Lady Eagles volleyball has continued play as well. They took on both Plano East and McKinney this past week. How did Prosper football and volleyball hold up this week? All this and more now. This is Game Time.
Within or beyond, grind until dawn. Game time.
Welcome back to Game Time. Today is Thursday, September 13th. I'm your host, Brayden Brandvold, and alongside me today is Jesse Eckstein, Maggie Hale, and Goel Yongo. First off, I think we need to address the changing cast. We got Maggie this week, because I don't know if you guys remember, but Gabby did say the Seahawks were going to win the Super Bowl.
My Broncos beat Gabby's Seahawks 27-24. Maybe I should have picked them for my Super Bowl pick.
Goel, before you even say anything, what were the Cowboys doing,
Goel's
man?
Cowboys.
We could talk about my Cowboys winning later, but for now, let's jump right into last Friday night's volleyball highlights. The Lady Eagles were back in action last Friday night against McKinney High. Prosper played a close first set, but ended up pulling out the win 25-20. They came back with a dominating set, winning 25-12. The Lady Eagles finished strong with their third and final set, taking it 25-11. The Prosper volleyball team showed that 6A has nothing on them, with impressive performances from seniors Maddie Whitmire and Sierra Hecht, and sophomores Sammy Jacobs and Shaylee Shore. The Prosper Lady Eagles will be back on the court September 18th when they travel down the road to take on the McKinney Boyd Broncos at 6:30.
When we come back, we'll be taking a closer look at football stereotypes.
Perfect. Back to those days. I was running in one place. Set a pace. Feel like I've been running in one place. Yeah, I've been feeling pretty good. I've been feeling great. I've been feeling how I should, how I really should.
Game time.
Many of you may remember Chris Wafer's sports stereotypes from last year, and now we have this year's try at some more football stereotypes.
That's touchdown. Are you kidding me? Die! No! Run for two! Taco Tuesday! Hut! Run for two! Taco Tuesday! Hut!
Next up, we have the highlights for you from last Friday's football game.
Eagle football was back in action Friday as they traveled to Keller to take on Timber Creek in a rainy matchup. After a 1-hour rain delay, the Eagles came out firing, looking for their second win in 6A. Wayne Anderson started off the scoring with a touchdown from 10 yards out and getting an early lead 7-0 against the Falcons. Timber Creek answered back, but the defense stepped up and dominated on the other side of the ball, with Kay Parham leading the way with a stellar performance and Devin Haskins with a pick 6. The offense kept its momentum going, with Wayne Anderson racking up 2 more touchdowns throughout the game. Fonzie Malloy got in on the action after beating a defender down the sideline for a touchdown from Keegan Shoemaker. The Eagles dominated the Falcons 56-14, bringing their record to 2-0, and hope to keep that momentum going at their home turf with a matchup against Flower Mound this Friday.
Next, Maya Peterson sits down with Justin Clark. We'll be right back after this.
Poetry writing submissions are due by Monday, October 17th. Applications for NSSHS are due by October 12th. To level down, you must speak with your teacher this week about a success plan. Mu Alpha Theta applications are now being accepted through Monday, September 17th. Please return any completed applications to Miss Wood in room 1132. Support the Prosper High School tennis team by ordering custom homecoming mums and garters from the Mum Shop. Orders must be placed by Friday, September 14th to be delivered to the high school.
Game time.
Now we're going to kick it to Maya Peterson, who gets to know your player of the week.
Hey everybody, welcome to our first segment of Step by Step with Justin Clark. First off, Justin, great game on Friday. You had 2 touchdowns, 124 yards. Definitely a way to get the season started. But you're a senior this year. What are your goals and expectations?
Just to keep grinding every week, go 1-0 every week like Coach Schmidt preaches, and just let everything take care of itself.
Okay, so the NFL season just started. You saw our predictions last week. Me personally, going for the Raiders. But what team are you looking at and maybe modeling your game after?
Well, I'm going for the Panthers, and I kind of model my game after, or my favorite receiver is AJ Green.
That's great, but first home game, Friday night against Flower Mound. What are maybe your predictions? What are you guys gonna do? What's the game plan going into that?
Just same thing, execute, go hard in practice this whole week, and everything should take care of itself. First home game, everybody come out tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you, Justin. That's all that we have for you today. Back to you at the desk, Braden.
Thank you, Maya. Now that football season has been in full go, how would you guys say our Eagles have done so far in 6A?
Well, starting 2-0, they've had 2 dominating performances. I like the momentum they're getting for a tough second half.
Definitely have that momentum.
Anyone who's doubted these players has got to feel silly right now because they're absolutely dominating in 6A.
Props to our Eagles, but our competition has been a little light lately, and further in the season, I feel like it's going to get a little harder.
It's definitely something we're going to have to look out for. But I think we're all in agreement. The Eagles got this game tomorrow, but are there any players that you think are going to stand out?
I like Kay Parham. Friday, he led that defense with multiple big hits, holding the Timber Creek Falcons to 14 points. He's my player to watch.
I like the defense too, honestly. I think Jack Peterson, he's been wreaking havoc so far. I expect another big performance by him.
Yeah, me personally, I'm watching the quarterbacks, Keegan Shoemaker, and even backup quarterback Jackson Berry putting points on the board.
When your backups are putting up points, good things happen.
Oh, definitely.
Sure.
I have to look at the running back, Devontae Malloy. His confidence is through the roof. Last Friday, he went in the end zone like it was nothing just because he's so used to it.
Definitely something we're going to have to look out for. But unfortunately, that's all the time we have for you. But before we go, we have a few announcements. The deadline to sign up for girls lacrosse is tomorrow. And the student leadership has requested that students sit on the south side this year. For Game Time, I'm Braden Brandvold.
I'm Jesse Eckstein.
I'm Maggie Hale.
And I'm Goal Yongo.